Hello, hello. Thank you for coming and visiting my channel. My name is Jennifer, and this is Jen the Bookworm. And if you are new here, welcome. And if you have been here before, I appreciate you coming back and coming to see what else I'm up to. I am sitting here thinking, as I mentioned, Stephen King. I'd like to read more Stephen King. I have read only a few of his books. When I was in high school, I DNF'd it, and at that point, I'd only read Pet Sematary and part of it. And then I stopped reading Stephen King because I just decided maybe he just wasn't the writer for me. But now I have read Fairy Tale, and I read it, and I read The Green Mile, and really enjoyed those books. And so I'm hoping to explore more books by Stephen King in 2023 and really get into what there is to love about him. And no surprise, I want to read more Brandon Sanderson. I want to get caught up in the Cosmere books, so I'll be doing much more reading of him next year as well. For BookTube goals, I hope that I have fun with BookTube still. I hope that I hope that I get all the way through next year, December 31st, 2023, and I just still love doing BookTube. That's what I hope, really. But to throw out a couple of goals out there just to see if I can achieve them, I'd like to get up to 200 subs in the next year. That's a tall order. In the last 6 months, I've gotten about 60 subs, and a lot of them are friends and family, and that's fine. I may not get up to 200 subs by the end of next year, and that's fine. But it would be nice to grow the channel. It would be nice to get new people, new blood, new opinions, and really kind of build a community around my videos. And I hope to be able to do that. 200 is still within the range of being a small booktuber, but it seems insurmountable now at only 60 some people. But that's my goal for 2023. And if I don't get it, it's fine. If I do get it, though, I'll be ecstatic. Currently, I usually come up with at least one video a week. I usually post a video on Friday around the middle of the day. And that's been my consistent schedule pretty much the entire time I've been on YouTube. Now, occasionally I will throw out a couple of others. I'll throw out a Wednesday one or whatever. Usually it's Friday, that's the one, and then I sprinkle in a couple others when I can, just where I can. But I'm hoping that maybe in 2022 I can get or 2023, excuse me, I can get a schedule set up to where I'm posting twice a week for sure. And then maybe sprinkle one or two more in there if I have time, if I feel like it, if I've got more content. But at least do like Tuesday and Friday or something like that. Just 2 days of the week where I'm posting consistently. And that's a goal that I'm hoping to get up to. But more importantly, I guess, most importantly, except for my first one to just, have fun and still love it, is I'd really like to collaborate with more people. Channel to channel collaboration, or just reading more with people, more buddy reads, more read-alongs, more maybe join a readathon, something like that. I just really would like to get more involved with other people while reading. That's always been my goal. If you go all the way back to July or June for 30th, when the newbie book tag video was posted, my main reason for doing this is to become part of the community, to make friends, to be able to have a voice to say, I've read this is what I think. So this is just really a continuation of that. I really want to get involved with more content creators and more people and reading more. So those are my goals for BookTube. My personal goals in 2023 is I want to get back on track with my writing. I really lost focus in writing this year. Some of it might be booktube related, but other things have popped up also that kind of made me unfocused, and I didn't succeed. 2 of the 3 times that I set out to do NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Book Month, I didn't succeed at them. I did in April write like 70,000 words on my novel, and then in July when I tried to do 50,000 words, I failed, and November I didn't get there either. So I'm hoping to get back on track with my writing. I really enjoy writing, and it's a great creative outlet for me. And I've got a couple of people who like to read my stuff when I get done with it. So I'd like to continue on doing that. Last year I had a goal to get together with more people in person. I'm an introverted person, and so when 2020 came around and 2021, and we weren't really allowed to mingle with people, it was a great excuse for me not to have to leave the house and not to have to hang out. But after a while, I did notice I missed hanging out with people, and so I set a goal back then to hang out with more people, and I did succeed at that. But I'd like to, connect with more of my friends and family, and hang out with more people in person. So that's a goal I have. I'd like to be a little bit more mindful of how I spend my time. And if I'm going to waste my time, I'd like to do it intentionally rather than unintentionally. There are a lot of times when I can get trapped on YouTube. I can go down a rabbit hole. Somebody posts a short, and that short leads to another short, leads to me sitting and watching YouTube shorts for like 2 hours. And suddenly, I look up and so much time has passed. So I'd like to use my time more intentionally. So I'm hoping that in 2023 I will be a little bit more intentional about my time. If I want to watch YouTube shorts or reels or from Facebook or something, there's nothing wrong with that. But set a timer or an end event. When I go to pick up my daughter and I'm sitting in the car waiting for her, sometimes I'll flip through YouTube shorts. But that's okay, because I know as soon as she gets in the car, I have to turn it off. So there's an end event there that will stop me. If there's no end event or there's no anything, because shorts are only a minute long, I'll just keep flipping through them because it's only a minute. It's only going to take a minute. And pretty soon hours have gone by. A lot of minutes. So my hope is to be more intentional with my time. And lastly, and maybe most importantly to me, is I'd really like to increase my daughter's love of reading. My daughter had a rocky road when it came to reading. She just had a harder time accessing reading. It just was hard for her. It was a struggle to get started. It was a struggle to comprehend what she was reading. Some of it might be her autism. Some of it might be possible ADHD diagnosis that we're still looking into. But whatever it was, she just had a much harder time of it than some people do. And then she had an unfortunate incident where a teacher told her she was a bad reader, and that killed her confidence, and she really wasn't into it for a long time. Pandemic actually worked out well for her because she was at home with me, and we got into reading and we got into writing, and she started to love it and she started to learn it, and she went up many grade levels in reading during that time. And now she reads every day, but she doesn't love it. And so I'm hoping to increase her love for reading, introducing her to different books that she might really love. Next year I'll be homeschooling her, so there'll be plenty of time for that. But I was also thinking, she likes content creation and wants to be a content creator. And I thought maybe if we start up a booktube for her, then she can combine reading and comprehension and doing book reports with content creation, and that the content creation will give her some focus and some purpose for reading, and it will increase her likelihood of reading more and increase her enjoyability of it. So next year, possibly, my daughter will have a booktube channel out, and we'll give more information on that if that happens. So, but that's kind of some ideas that I've been throwing around and some personal goals that I have for next year. Goals with my reading and with my booktube, goals for my daughter's reading, goals for time management, spending more time with people that I love, my friends, my family. And hopefully 2023 will be a kick-ass year, full of intentional time wasting, intentional hanging out with people and reading and fun and enjoying life. I would love to have a year where I feel like for the majority of it I've enjoyed life. And I really feel like BookTube has really enhanced my 2022 experience, so I'm hoping it continues to enhance 2023. And I'm really looking forward to that. So those are my goals. Those are some of the things that I'm hoping to accomplish in the next coming year. And I'm interested, what are your goals? What are you interested in? What is your number one thing that you're hoping to accomplish by next year? Is there something that you'd like to start that you haven't done that maybe you hope to start in 2023? Tell me what your goals are. I'm interested. Put them in the comments down below and we'll chat about it. I appreciate, though, that you came to see what my goals are and that you cared enough to watch this whole thing. And if you did, please, give me a like. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It doesn't cost anything to do that, and it really, really helps me out. And leave me a comment, and we can talk about what your goals are for the next year. Or you can even comment to reflect on how good or bad a year this one was, and I would be interested in hearing that too. So thank you very much for coming and spending this time with me, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day.